Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Fields throw complete here to commit.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Here we go. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Bears defense.
They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they...
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Shifts by him, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
T.J. Edwards
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing on third. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Lions at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. You look at this Bears defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Done good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Second down and 6 now. Now it's Fields.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On second down, here's Fields.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Completion here to Claypool. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Fields going to move him around. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Bears are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chase Claypool
from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, kill.
They run with Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, y'all can hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hold on. Check.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Done good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
He's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
A final shot before the break, Fields.
They juked him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now gone.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Goff on first down. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and a yard.
Here's Goff. And it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. And tackled on the play by Broderick Martin.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Second and 9.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down and 6. Now Fields.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Value 3. Value. We go.
Play action. It's Goff. The 20. 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll run with Montgomery. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Goff. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Goff. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Andrew Beck, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Done good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now as they line up and kick this one away. Powers by at the 40.
And he'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Here we go, son.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Fields.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fields going to change things up here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We're good.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Hines. Touchdown, Detroit! Touchdown on the year.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Done good with the extra point,
and they will take a 7-point lead. Now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Broken tackle.
Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Right.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Done good with the extra point,
and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
and this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Fields now to throw.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
start football.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Fields throwing again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. EQ.
Here's Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. To throw is Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. 90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. Are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Third down and 13.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of